Hey y'all, Ramdino coming in here. Just want to kind of close out the last information I have on the attack on the Appalachian Trail that occurred over this past week. So I put that out through the community tab and on a couple of Facebook pages. This information that I got is coming mainly through the Zen at the Gooder Grove Hostel. There's a couple other resources, but that's my main resource there for it. So Zen has been instrumental in helping out the victim, so greatly appreciate helping her navigate through the local law enforcement as well as through her injuries. So she came there for a time after when she got in contact with folks to get her out of the woods, and she was did so at Deep Gap, so they got her out. She wound up there at Gooders Grove, and Zen helped her along as she kind of healed enough to where she could go ahead and catch a bus back. I believe she took it back into Charlotte, and then she's going on home back to where she came from. So a couple things about that. It has come out that they were people that knew each other. They all started together. It's my understanding they're from New York somewhere, but they did start out together. This is here's a picture of them in a car on the way down. And as you can see, this is the same person, the same jacket that the victim is wearing as she stands in between there. So I blotted her face out. It's not important that we know who the victim is, but I feel like it's important we know who the attackers were, so that if they are on trail or do get back on trail, particularly up north, then folks will know what they look like. So they have been identified. The white guy's name is J.D. Kuhn, and the Afro-American is Tom Martin. J.D. Kuhn, I did find him on his Facebook page. Here's a picture of his hiking gear that he's showing off, and you can see that arrows are pointing to several knives, large knives and machetes that he had, that he took with him into the woods. I don't like to disparage people about their choice of hiking gear, because not everybody does their research like they should, but it's pretty obvious that from his gear that he is probably didn't do a lot of research. Walmart is not really a great hiking outfitter, although I did see where they had bought somebody out and they've started putting out better hiking gear, not just camping gear, but I don't think this is some of it. But in any case, and then he also had a shotgun that he brought. My understanding is that they started out at Dix Creek, and the shotgun, or I've also been told there was two shotguns. They were too heavy, so they backtracked, and they went ahead and mailed those on forward to Franklin and north of the Smokies. So that is the information that I have. They have not been seen in Franklin, and Zen had organized folks to not only hike Nobo from Franklin to the Knock, but also from the Knock, Sobo to Franklin, and they have not seen them. So the feeling is they have gotten off trail. They came from New York, and so they possibly have gone back up there, but that is really unsubstantiated, although we do know that the girl has gone back up there. So that is pretty much all the information. Her injuries were not life-threatening. So after healing, she is going on back home, and eventually, physically, she is going to recover from this. The attackers, there are the actual crime of the assault occurred in the National Forest, so that is under the National Forest Service federal jurisdiction. That is not under local jurisdiction, or local jurisdiction does not take that upon themselves to take that. So it'll be up to the National Forest Service to prosecute for the assault. And however, they did take her credit cards, and they came into town and used those credit cards, so that's fraud and various other crimes, and the local authorities would prosecute her for that, or prosecute them, the two attackers, for that, if they could find them. So if you don't have anybody, you can't prosecute them. I saw a lot of comments that people were kind of doubting if this was real, and it is real, but they were saying that there wasn't anything on the news about it. Well, the local authorities are only they're only investigating the financial fraud, the use of the credit card. So that's not something that really makes the headlines in Franklin or Asheville, where the main news outlet is. So those, it doesn't surprise me that didn't occur in the news. Don't know what's going to happen here. Without people to prosecute, it will probably just get washed under the table, and the victim is gone on as well. So, but if you do see those folks, please contact not only the local authorities, but ATC. It's my understanding they do have warrants out for them at this time. Folks, that's all I know. This will be the last update I give for this attack on the Appalachian Trail. Join with me in wishes for the victim, and prayers for the victim, as also as prayers that this will be the only attack on the Appalachian Trail this year. Appreciate you watching, and thanks a lot for all y'all do out there for the hiker community and for myself. Take care. God bless.